They wanted to get to U-Haul, now full control of A. But how silent it is makes it a little creepy here. They don't like that they haven't seen any crew, and one goes down off the TP vans.
First blood drawn by Melser, but KZZ answers back, pushing through to TP, looking to flank towards the spawn. It's actually now NagZ on an island by himself. Dodges the pain shells, and KZZ gets the kill no matter what. B site open, plant coming down for Mibr.
Dumping util into the site, a headshot coming into Hookah right away. 4v3.
Pain shells coming down. Does a little bit of damage here. But the pulse plan is still successful for Mibr, setting up towards the back of the site. KRÜ, 3 players moving forward on long B. Looking for some contacts, but it's just sprays. Trying to flush out their opponents. Mibr passively. Flash comes through, beautiful by Klaus. That second one, RgL is fully blinded, but there is support for murizzz. 2 versus 2 now. The right kick classics don't work. And it's KZZ now on a 2 versus 1. Needs a clutch to start things off, but it's only good enough for 1. KRÜ comes back for the retake and a defuse.
Start things off.
Finally gain that space. Molly to deny for a bit, allowing the rotation from KRÜ coming out from B. Snake bite, but NagZ clears it. Does get the dink, but no kill. TxoziN trying to fight back, but meanwhile we have taken control of Showers outside towards triple.
Strike down A.
13 seconds left on the clock. Another slow round coming out for Mibr for a last second plant.
10 seconds left.
TxoziN finally opens up the site for a bit. The showstopper out. Klaus also
Spike's not down.
The plant coming down, and that's a 14-and ace for Klaus!
How to get past these traps or create pressure another way, and here in mid, they will.
Cool. Off the timeout, it's actually KRÜ pushing aggressively, catching RgL to trade off his teammates. That's Klaus with another one on the board. Camera spotting the last 3 players, traps 1, Trailblazer pushing him away. But KRÜ seems to be ready.
DaveeyS doesn't even want to fight it, wants to wait for the team.
Well done. Now, as he's waiting for the team, the cavalry has arrived back towards the spawn. And that's the delay that we're talking about right here.
Right.
In the POV of KZZ, Molly and Snakebite on the ground. Trailblazer to push him back, getting info, also getting the stun onto KZZ as the plant finally comes down.
Oh, and they swarm
right away. They swarm through, and we're trying to fight back from Mibr. It's just not good. Wow. The pit also comes up now for TxoziN.
And that finesse ultimate. Trying to control the site, scare your opponent out. Mibr with one of the best chances to get back into this game, possibly make it a 7-5 with a straight comeback.
Spamming through with the Seekers. That's the first time the op comes out for keznit. Melser runs inside the pit to drop murizzz. Puts up the ult and spots the last 3 players. Again, RgL playing the pulse plant. They have to hunt him down. FRZ holding his angle down towards Showers. TxoziN also doing his job. And the numbers dwindle down for KRÜ. An opportunity finally for the first round to come in for Mibr, and it is gonna happen.
1 enemy remaining.
Bit of a replay. As KZZ went in, it was a bit of a replay of the first round we saw from Mibr.
As it looks like he still wanted another one. Trailblazers now coming out. There's the orbital strike. It will actually clear out RgL, but at least the plant comes down for Mibr. Nice job here by murizzz to watch the flank against DaveeyS. Even situation now as it's KRÜ once again looking for the retake. No flashes available and also an operator. It's going to be very difficult now for KRÜ to work this through. And they're playing this very patiently. Tucked behind the corners. Sprays through the toxic screen as a 1-for-1 comes in. Nice flash from murizzz to then come in for the last 2. Setting up right now, he's walking away, could get caught.
Okay. Oof. A little scary.
That was a close call, but at least for Mibr, still satcheling in, taking control of U-Haul. Okay, the trips are coming out onto the A side. This time traps a few, and that's DaveeyS once again. No matter where he's at, he's just tripping everybody.
Smoke's down.
Easy plant. Showers control is perfect, so this isn't KRÜ getting in too easily. Goes down.
Pain shells combo, showstopper available, 4 versus 2 in favor of KRÜ. There's that Trailblazer to start things off. Led by Klaus, showstopper to spot FRZ. That's gonna land 100% of the time. And keznit just as Mibr are falling behind Seekers towards the A site. Any traps coming across, broken off by satchels. Mibr moving in at first.
There it is.
Getting the pick outside from Showers onto keznit. camera was right behind him. Trying to surprise some opponents. No heroic play this time to deny the spike plant. He goes down now for Mibr. Advantage over with 2 players. Nice first shot now from Klaus. Orbital strike then coming on the attack too. And things are looking good finally for Mibr in a pulse plant. NagZ on a 4 versus 1. And it's gonna be the 9-3 curse. Really for them, with the exception of utility, which they don't have now for KRÜ. So just in the back of the site, FRZ gets the opener now onto keznit. That camera sees the 3 players. The flash has not affected anybody.
Last player.
Mibr, those storms in! There's that first volley on the ground set up by the defense. There's that full plant coming through, attempted, and it will be successful now for KRÜ. DaveeyS trying to clear out the site, works out for the first kill. Melser with support from Showers. Still a disadvantage for KRÜ. Low HP on DaveeyS, but still gets the kill. Onto murizzz and FRZ. Somehow it's all up to KZZ. But in this bonus round, they have done the damage here in Mibr. And KZZ's hunting. Out from you, spotted by Klaus and dropped.
Huge.
But they have to stay in the site for KRÜ. There's no pulse plant utility right here, so you have to flash and go for picks, and it works out. Klaus getting ready for a second flash. The peek comes out once again. The triple swing, all in favor so far of KRÜ.
Line up.
Now on a 2 versus 1. Paint shells line up, not even needed.
Oh my gosh.
But this is still great positions for Mibr. Finally, the second shot connects. Orbital strike on the ground, connects on to keznit and cancels out the showstopper.
This rotation, big hit by KZZ. I don't even know if they'll see action, but getting closer and closer. Bounce over that, maybe?
It would be heard. So the responsibility for KZZ is just to make sure they can't rotate back
30
from market.
seconds left.
Any late second TP, you still have TxoziN inside the A site. But KRÜ's still working towards A, looking for that plant. Meanwhile, looking for that timing, and there's that satchel you talked about here, Riv. The flank then comes across.
Toxin screen down.
Good hold here as well by TxoziN. Good info to give with that rotation to KZZ, and they're just waiting for that hit. FRZ starts off with another one in the round.
Yeah.
Last player.
3rd!
All thanks to a first flash, and that was a stronghold for Mibr after all. And
They've waited long enough.
yeah, that's the opportunity now. If the showstopper comes down and you go through the TP, that connects onto Klaus, and that's a spike down. Meanwhile, the orbital strike did isolate 1 player in Showers, and that's RgL. About to get the backstab. It's not getting cleared. That's keznit with the 2 kills. The spike is down though still once again. Disadvantage for KRÜ. A shot trying to ring through, but it's TxoziN getting the wall bang. Transfer doesn't work out though for DaveeyS. It was a nice try. Him with the being the first point of contact, and also an opportunity to escape.
Molly.
With the rendezvous being set up now on the top of the boxes. keznit sees it. They know exactly where at least the offer is at. Trying to close it against him, but once again it's RgL helping out. That's a spike falling down. Spike now picked up.
Missed the molly.
And KRÜ's gonna go through towards the B site.
Ooh, very scattered here for KRÜ. Not going the way they want, except DaveeyS rains one back in on TxoziN.
And KZZ was the one left behind towards that B site. Does get the contact on the push out from KRÜ and falls back and waits for this flood retake once again for Mibr.
Both teams are really trying to stretch each other thin here.
There's the op shot, trying to get it through the poison orb. Klaus with the stinger towards the back of the site. murizzz falls, Seeker's out on the attack. Gets a second one here. Gets to take one at first. And with the first KRÜ closes the first map. 13-7.
Incredible showing from KRÜ.
To push him back. keznit gaining that space. Wow. 1v1 against FRZ. A double swing about to come out. And it's Mibr with a 2 first bloods in this round.
Incredibly aggressive scaling into the site without knowing what is deeper in that defensive area. Mibr, open arms, grab a few kills there. And now they're looking for the final 3.
Right Pick Classic is the name of the game inside of this smoke. Mibr looking to push through. A couple of kills coming across. Melser wins both
2v2
of those 2 kills, and DaveeyS on the flank. There's only FRZ. 13 HP, turret comes out, jump spot. And we are playing the protocols for KRÜ on the pulse plan, flushing out FRZ, letting the turret be the contact. and there's almost going to be no time.
How did I sign up for this shit?
KRÜ turns it around in their favor. DaveeyS picking up the last kill. They're not playing any type of lurks or any type of defaults. It's just going to be a full hit now. Another orb being picked up on the attack. Trailblazers spotting TxoziN as once again a firing range through the opening doors.
Yeah. Ambitious Vandal spams.
Maybe you don't even need that lockdown anymore. A site now open, plant coming down. Use a lockdown on a pulse plant if needed be. But already once again in these situations where KRÜ gets a plant,
Yeah.
it's such a huge disadvantage already for MIBR to come back for the retake. Always 2 players behind, 2 players at a disadvantage. And they don't have the players, the utility to do what they can to try to go for this retake. And on top of that, dropping players, losing weapons.
Yeah. You look at that econ too. 0, 150, 100, 1,050 credits. FRZ though?
Being shots though at least. And yeah, the round's still gonna come in for a KRÜ, but at least you can get a couple of highlight reels if you can for FRZ.
It's
30
gone.
seconds
Yeah.
left.
And they're looking for TxoziN to peek. They see a shoulder.
Definitely a Seeker's hit now. Showstopper immediately out for JZZ. Gets hit by it, so forces out the rocket
Denied!
right away. Pain shells on the ground, underhand throw. 15 seconds left on the clock. There's that lockdown. KRÜ have now to commit towards this A site. The sprays comes across. JZZ gets the headshot, looks for the kill, but cannot get it. The spike has been planted, and we're playing outside of the radius of the lockdown.
3v4.
And KRÜ on a post plan. A flash coming through. No lineouts this time around for DaveeyS. Paranoia then comes out of RgL. keznit and NagZ trying to hold it back. Force on a reload is going to be NagZ. keznit down to 5 HP. Tap on the spike. keznit, 5 HP. Does not matter. Pen shells then coming back after these 2 kills. murizzz now on a 2 versus 1.
Enemy remaining.
Makes it at least that 1v1. The wall bang does not get the hit onto
7.
NagZ.
5 bullets.
Another tap coming through. NagZ pulls out all that utility down. The kill then comes in for murizzz.
5v5. Lots of utility still to be used here. Oh, FRZ to start us off.
This is good. Paranoia, that's going to hit 2. Doors being open. Melser trying to hold it back and keeping him away. What? And now the lockdown is just going to push everybody back. TxoziN's going to get hit by that, but it still is able to make it out. At least into safe cover. The clock is being wasted now on that spike. JZZ trying to do whatever he can. Fully blinded now. Double swing out from KRÜ on a post plant. Pain shells being thrown. Post plant utility just too good.
Oh my gosh.
And TxoziN, the one that was locked down and detained. KRÜ looking for an opportunity here to go for that mid to B split. First, adding that pressure on that A site. There's that flash to peek right back out. The trades are good for both of the teams. Now finally in favor of MIBR. JZZ now with the showstopper, understanding, identifying that a mid to B split was about to happen. And the showstopper keeps everybody away. And MIBR are also very content to give the spike back in the hands of KRÜ.
Slow push. Regain that spike. KRÜ feels... It looks like they're in full control. The movement they do, even when they lose a few, they have a quick answer in what they want to produce. But MIBR, we still see them
30
trying to get
seconds
their
left.
hand in the pie right in the beginning of the round. murizzz took a lot of damage there. And this is going to be up to TxoziN for now. They've been able to take down TxoziN quite fast each time. And just pinpoint where he is.
Viper's pit out. keznit with the late lurk. Here's all of this. There's that first one to fall.
Spike
Pain shells
down
denying
A.
that plant down. The KRÜ picks it right back up. There's only 5 seconds left. Flooding now inside the side. JZZ with 4 kills, looking for the ace. Just around the corner, and he's gonna land it. As MIBR is looking for that plant in B.
They taunting? They're waiting. They want some frags before they do this. They want to feel more comfortable. Oh.
Yeah, these are looking really good here on these lurk, on these pushes. The pivot back towards the C site into DaveeyS' utility. There goes the cavalry pushing forward on the attack. He denies at least one of those 3 players of MIBR. Planning now for spawn. Pain shells on the ground denying that plant. And it might be another book it into a different spot.
Klaus. A big 2v1. One shot on murizzz. Gets it.
Yeah.
RgL is going to take a bit more, but this is definitely a possibility, especially the way Klaus has been playing. Oof.
Sees them both. And you mentioned it, RgL now being the shield! Symbolize that for the Red Bull clutch! What an insane shot! Thought that they had the opportunity to work that map on that previous round and just got denied like that.
Such a devastating shot. You see this round start off. Mibr is going to get their own share of shots.
Well, it's still Klaus, though. It continues.
Down A.
My word.
Last player standing.
Christmas in July.
You can say that again. LCQ Klaus is of a different breed here. And there is NagZ. They play in sight to keep it protected.
Seeker's close range stinger. Klaus is running right behind it, flashed out from the dark cover. And he's looking. Nice paranoia coming out too, just to slow down that push. But KRÜ have finally made it in. RgLMeister playing on an off angle. Capitalizes on one kill, but cannot do more than that. DaveeyS trades it right off. 2 more alive, make that only TxoziN in this spot before he's good for it. But only for that one. Melser with the sheriff.
Spike planted.
Awesome pivot here by Mibr to keep getting through and get that sight. Oof. Solid defense too. I don't think KRÜ's gonna want too much of this.
Or what they have now for Melser with his Guardian.
Oh, they are pushing.
He is pushing forward. They have pinched a couple of players back in the B site here. As Mibr is looking for the exit out towards the baby door. KZZ will get the backstab. And that's how you do it. The Grinch stealing away the presents that Klaus has been giving over to KRÜ this whole map. And that's a good way to bring the confidence back here for Mibr.
A little bit of stretch towards B. KRÜ is, or sorry, Mibr is everywhere here. Confidence in their solo play. Proven me wrong that they are timid to get these angles and take these points of aggression.
Still a good read by KRÜ though.
Yeah.
Gamble stacking now to rotate towards the C side. They read it perfectly because that's exactly where Mibr is currently setting foot. Setting up camp, setting up shot, putting the spike down. Shot
seconds.
missed though by keznit.
Okay.
Doing a little bit of damage here. Because if a lockdown goes in at a default spot in the waterfall, it's going to be easy for murizzz to push forward to deny that lockdown from coming down. So first, it's going to be the Seekers for KRÜ. Pain shells to shove some players back. And we know that they're deep inside the pit, deep inside C for Mibr. The post plant as RgL does get the flick out onto NagZ. murizzz inside of his own pit, waiting out the outlines. The lockdown then comes in. A first one into Melser, and the post plant works so far for Mibr. 1 player advantage for Mibr.
Enemy remaining.
Make that 2. As Klaus, heroic plays before. 2 versus 1. TP away. And now he's going to save his weapon.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, he's going to get caught here by RgL. That's DaveeyS is still holding towards the spawn, thinking that there's going to be a JZZ push, a late lurk. And they know this. All right. So they're re-clearing towards B. Meanwhile, we're playing very cautiously for Mibr, making sure that there's nobody pushing, doing
30
any
seconds
shenanigans before getting detained. Spike then goes, actually gets denied. Nice little satchel and even a snakebot on the ground. And first it's 8 HP and still gets the headshot onto keznit.
Just never ends.
Another one to come down the ropes. NagZ now evens it up on a 2 versus 2.
1 enemy remaining.
Tournament on the line now for Mibr. Their lives on the line as they're playing the pulse plan against NagZ.
And no one peeks this.
Tapping
They
on the
wait.
spike.
Toxin
RgL peeking out first. There's the first.
Wait a minute.
NagZ to come out with their heroic play. Trying to get it a half. Now off it. The tap again. Low HP is going to be JZZ. Spike not yet at
See,
half.
it's red. He can see it's red.
But it does get it.
The classic!
Shot to JZZ. Dumps it for the defuse. And KRÜ gets it done.
KRÜ knocking out Mibr, solidifying a further path through LCQ, and they do it in great fashion. A little slippery towards the end, but they came with answers, and they came to play.